Hello there, men, and welcome to the Masculinism Movement channel, a place for men to be men and talk about masculinity and men's issues. I'm your host, Brian Crawl, and today I'm going to be mansplaining to you about how female nature is ubiquitous. But first, before I begin, could you just hit that like button for me? Thanks. Many men who want to be able to have a female partner and maybe start a family or do whatever it is they want a female partner for will think that they can somehow cheat the system in any number of ways, such as dating a woman of lower status, being hypogamous in order to reduce the cost of resources incurred to you by her and make getting her easier and less time and energy consuming. Or geomaxing, that is, traveling to other cultures in which you have a greater sexual marketplace value by choosing a place where your currency goes further and in which your race and physical features are considered exotic and coveted. Or seeking a certain counterculture or community or group which holds different values and traditions and customs which are more patriarchal and make it easier and more efficient for a man to conduct courtship and get married, such as certain religious communities where men are patriarchs and women are submissive, or the kink and BDSM community and calling yourself a dom to look for submissives. But the fact is that there are no hacks that allow you to cheat the system. I'm not going to get into game hacks in this video because I'm going to be doing an entire video on just that after this one. And the point is that things such as geomaxing and hypogamy and dom-sub relationships do not change the fact that females have a certain nature. No matter what environmental, cultural, or socio-political variables get changed, they are hardwired for hypergamy, simply by virtue of being born a biological female. So no matter where you go and what type of woman you are dealing with and how different their personality may be, deep down inside their subconscious mind, when it comes to relating to men as long-term mates, they are just like any other female animal in that they just want to get a man who is as high on the dominance hierarchy as possible, who they can get to meet as many of their needs and fulfill as many of their wants as possible for as long as possible. Women will always relate to men in the same basic primal ways due to their reproductive instincts and the role that men play in reproduction. It is just a part of nature, and you cannot try to cheat or trick nature. Nature is a finely calibrated system, and women are wired to do what is best for them and their potential offspring. And their animal brain sees it as men's job to provide them the seed and then to nurture it by providing resources. If you think you can escape this hypergamy and female exploitation by simply moving somewhere else or trying to find a woman by going to church instead of a nightclub, you will be very disappointed to find that women will still treat you the same no matter what group, organization, or demographic they might be a part of. Female nature is ubiquitous. It is the same everywhere you go, no matter how the women are otherwise categorized or classified. So don't expect relationships with any women to end up any differently just because this one says she is this and this one says she is that. It is all the same in the end when your usefulness to them has worn out and they have hung you out to dry and monkey branched upwards to someone a little higher on the dominance hierarchy. Remember, even if they don't seem like it, women really are all the same. And if I haven't convinced you here, I'm going to be taking a deep dive into the topic of game hacks in the following video, and we'll be debunking all of the major ones out there, so you can look forward to that. But that concludes this talk. I hope I mansplained that well enough for you guys out there. Thanks for listening, and be sure to share your own thoughts and opinions by commenting below. And if you like this video, be sure to hit the like button and share these messages with everyone by sharing the video on social media and talking about these things too. And lastly, check out the links in the description below for other resources for your masculine personal development, living the life you want to as an independent man. And if you can afford to donate, please do so with the PayPal link below, because your support funds me doing this work and fighting the good fight for men like you. You can stay tuned for that next video coming out soon, which will be on game hacks that do not work, and make sure you're subscribed so you'll be notified when that is. And until then, take care of yourselves, men, because no woman out there is going to.